welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. This video shout out goes to, I'm so going to butcher this, Sadu Sifu. I am so sorry, and I don't even know if I'm saying your first name correctly, and you've been popping up in the comments quite a few times lately, so I've been wanting to give you a shout out because you've been so sweet. And I think one of your comments had said that you just had all of your wisdom teeth removed, and oh my goodness, do I feel you, because I had all 4 of mine removed at one time, and the recovery was not fun. I can still remember it. I actually woke up during my wisdom teeth removal, and I remember the doctor, the nurses, everybody like freaking out, and then all of a sudden I was gassed up even more and knocked back out again, and then I was really sick because of it, and I was vomiting so much from like getting so much anesthetic, and it was just a hot mess. So I hope your recovery is going really smoothly, and I'm so happy that you've been loving watching my videos, and thank you for your input on the vlogs too. I think I definitely need to get on it. I just haven't decided yet about doing a separate channel or still vlogging a little bit on this channel or vlogging about makeup on this channel. I'm just not sure how to tackle it, but either way, thank you so much for your input. Thank you to everybody for your input. And please give Sadu a warm welcome, because I feel so bad. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Oh my goodness. But like I said, welcome to the Fawn family, Fawn squad, Fawn community. And I hope that you remain active because you have been so wonderful. So this video is on the new Violet Voss Nicol Concilio. See, I can't pronounce anybody's names. Palette. Look how fun this packaging is though. Like, I am in love with packaging. I could seriously do that all day long, and I'd probably give you guys a seizure in a second. But it's the cutest packaging and the polka dots. Now, the palette itself, I'm not in love with, and I wish I was in love with. It's cute, and it has a nice mirror, it folds over, it's Violet Voss's stereotypical formulation, so it is a really great formula. Only a couple shades were a little bit dry when I swatched them. I mean, you're going to see all of that when I'm swatching it and talking about how they were, but most of them are super creamy. The reason why I'm not in love with this is you'll see when they're swatched and when I start working with it, there are way too many orange toned transition shades for the amount of variety in metallic shades, and I just don't think it was color schemed properly. So I would feel the need to reach for other palettes while creating looks. And I know she says that this is a beginner to intermediate palette, but I almost think that you need to be really advanced if you're working with just this palette, because like you could easily bang out a matte look and a couple different looks with some of the metallic shades using like the orange transition shades, but to get like this brown toned look for a transition shade was a little bit trickier. And you know, like even Hey Girl has such an orange undertone in the brown, and you can't go right into chocolate. I have no idea. I can't do Brooklyn accents either. But like, and then Boop Bop, which looks like a pukey color, actually ends up being a brownish shade. I don't know. It's just, the color scheming is really odd to me. This is not like a one and done palette to me. I did create this whole eye look with just this palette. I cursed it a couple of times inside my head along the way. It's not a palette that I could actually just travel with and be happy with like some other palettes. This would not get me through happily. I would find like, I don't know, it's just not packing enough punch for me. Like the metallics, I even had to mix a couple metallic shades to get this metallic look. When I tried using just one and then just a different one on their own, they weren't enough, but combining Palm Beach with LA ended up working out nicely. But when I tried to do like just Zozo and just Palm Beach, neither one performed well on their own. It was just really, really odd. And I think there are too many orange tones. There should have been a couple other different transition shades in here. So overall, unless you're like hardcore Violet Voss collector, which I'm becoming because I really love the brand so much, this palette in particular, I can't say you guys need to have it in your lives. Is it beautiful? Yes. Are some of the shades in here gorgeous? Yes. Is it very blendable? Is it, for the most part, highly pigmented? Yes and yes. So there are a lot of pros to it. It's definitely travel friendly for the way it is built. Her Violet Voss palettes are always very sturdy. I would not worry about traveling with it. I just don't think that this is a palette that you could just take on its own and you would be solid for eye looks, unless you're going away for 1 or 2 days and you're happy with more limited eye looks, where I'm not. I like having versatility depending on my mood, depending what I choose for an outfit, because I usually bring a couple different ones with me. So if you guys are more like me, I don't think this would get you by on its own. But if you're collectors and you have so many other palettes that you can dip into, I think that this is a great addition because it still has really beautiful shades in it. But I don't know, it's just, it was really odd to me the way the colors were schemed. That's all. It's not bad, it's just, it could have been done a little bit better. I know it's limited to 20 shades as well. So, I don't know, I can't really put my finger on it. It's just missing something, and I think it's transition shades. I think there are too many orange reddish shades. I think that's what it is. So, anyway, if you guys want to see how to get this eye look, if you want to see everything in action, if you want to see swatches, and then, you know, my little mini review tidbits along the way, like all my other tutorial videos, then just keep on watching. So here's the new Violet Voss palette. Look how cute this packaging is. Oh my goodness. I love whatever Nicol Concilio? I don't know how to say her last name. I know she's a YouTuber. She's not somebody that I follow, but she did such a cute job with the packaging. I am in love with this. Like, that's just, I could play all day and do that. And the polka dots, everything about it is so cute. And then that's what the back looks like. So she has, hi lovies, thank you so much for supporting me and my palette. The colors I chose are my essential eyeshadow shades. They're amazing for beginners and intermediate MUAs. Whether your go-to look is a dramatic smoky eye or natural glam, this palette is perfect for everyone. Remember, makeup has no rules, so don't be afraid to channel your inner creativity. And then it also came with a little card, which is the same photo as on the back, and it has the exact same writing. And then a little sneak peek at the shades, which I didn't even see until right now. I just opened it, it came like an hour ago, and I took it right out of the package like this, so I did not even see that. Well, we are gonna have some fun. So let's get into this. Like I said, infused with the jojoba oil. Okay, awesome. I picked this up because, one, I love Violet Voss eyeshadows so much, and two, I want to be able to review it for you guys and let you know how great this is. But with it being Violet Voss's formulation, I can't see it not being amazing. And the packaging is just so cute. Ah! Oh my gosh. Why does it always come messy? Okay, nothing's broken, but see how, look at that, right there. And there are a few spots. My palettes always come just messy. It's crazy. I think we might have to go for the blue today. I don't know. See, on first glance, this looks really pretty. I'm just really hoping that all of the metallics are super popping, because it does look like a very basic palette to me. It doesn't have anything like crazy aside from that one blue. But I haven't swatched it yet. I haven't touched it yet. I just know that I love the other shadows. This has a really nice size mirror, and it must fold over like all of Violet Voss's other ones. It does. I just can't believe. Like, that's gross. That's a fingerprint, you guys. That's like somebody literally touched it with a wet fingerprint. You can see. Oh, my camera's not going to focus. You can actually see the ridges of a fingerprint in there. Alright, so I'm going to spray my sanitizing makeup spray on this. This is unreal. That's literally a fingerprint. And then I'm going to get to swatching this. And then I'm going to be right back. But okay, I'll see you guys in a second. So I got row by row by row. I had the first 3 on one arm, and then the last row I had to put on a different arm. And the metallics are uber creamy. The blue pingy was weird. It was almost like a hard but very creamy metallic. Like, I had to kind of like really dig my finger in there, but it was super creamy at the same time. I've literally never felt something like that. And a couple of the mattes were on the dry side, but I've noticed that with some Violet Voss eyeshadows, and they still blend out with no problem. So this girl loves her orange shades. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see the swatches. I mean, you can tell that for the majority these are orange toned, but yeah, she likes her orange tones. So first row, this is NYC, and this has a really beautiful ultraviolet shift in there. So it's not very opaque. It's probably buildable, but I think that it would be a really great highlight. Then we have Zozo, a really nice gold. Bra. See, look what I mean by like all these orange tones, and then even these ones. Bra. Pizza. Mars. Mars was the driest out of every shade, all 20 shades. Mars was the driest. Daisy begins the second row. Hangry was a little bit dry too. Blue. I have no idea. B-L-O-U. Hey Girl. And Chocolate. I'm sorry guys, I don't have a Brooklyn accent. I have a Canadian one. And then the third row is Glorious. It's a really pretty subdued rose gold, I would say. Then we have Nicole, a lighter bronze color. Sagittarius, a little bit of a deeper bronze. All 3 of these ones aren't too far off in tones. Gigi, guys, it's okay. Out of these 3, I definitely like Gigi the most, but I'm actually really intrigued by Palm Tree. I think I'm gonna go with Palm Tree as my main lid shade today. This one is like really beautiful, but I don't know. I don't think the transition shades are awesome for all of the different metallics. I'm not overly thrilled with what was chosen as metallic shades to be able to have it as a complete eyeshadow palette, because I really want to work with this, but like the oranges are not going to look nice with the green, in my opinion. So I don't know. Now I have to switch arms though. Then we have LA, which is a really pretty champagne gold. Victoria, which is a very yellow gold. I really wish there was an in-between gold in here, because there's not really. There's like a light champagne, then there's this gold, and then like a yellow gold. I kind of wish there was like an in-between of the golds. And then Boop Bop Pingy, which I love this color blue. It's so nice. The texture was so weird, but look how pigmented that is. And then Retrograde, just a matte black. So I'm gonna go prep and prime my eyes. I really want to work with Palm Tree. I'm just really not sure on transition shades. So I will see you guys in a second. Alright, I'm not sure if I'm going to be winging it out yet or not today, because my RA has been so bad for a few days that this inflammation is making that finessing motion so difficult. So depending how dramatic this look goes, I'll probably end up winging it out, knowing me, but for now I'm going to leave it alone. So taking my Carity E31 and bra, I'm going to dip into that one and start building the crease and above, and there is no kickback. Violet Voss formulation is just so good. Now I'm going to take Hangry and do the same thing. I'm really confused as to how this is coming across orangey when I've used a beige and I've gone in with the chocolatey color. And this is coming really orange, and I'm trying to avoid the oranges. So I'm gonna go into, like, even Hey Girl has an orangey undertone. Boop Bop. Oh, that one's got some kickback. I really don't want an orange up top. It's not gonna, there we go nicely with Palm Tree. Now I'm going to take a Sigma F63, just more of a tapered, fluffy blending brush for the crease, and chocolate. I know I'm failing miserably. And I'm going to put that in the crease. Oh, that one had some kickback in the crease and above, slightly above. Now I'm just going to take this fluffy Sephora brush. Any fluffy brush will do. This is a Sephora Pro Crease number 10. And just to buff out the edges. Now taking my MAC 242 and Zozo, I'm going to take some of that, Milani her up, and put that on the inner corners. I think I'm going to end up covering that and probably putting this as a light halo topper once I have Palm Tree down. Why did I just grab Fix Plus? Now I'm going to take Palm Tree on a MAC 248 and Milani her up. I really think I'm going to cover the gold and just put that as a topper, as a halo, because this swatch looks way too cool. But let me see. So that gold intensified the green way more than the green on its own. So if you guys want that intensified green, I'd recommend putting Zozo down and then Palm Tree over top. I don't know how I feel about this palette, you guys. Like, it's pretty, but it's not really packing a punch the way I would like it to. Like, you can almost... I don't know if it's, like, not gonna last. You know, like, you can almost see skin through it, but I don't know if that's just the shadow being weird. I can't tell. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with LA. This one on my MAC 242. And these are getting so worn off. I wish MAC didn't stamp them. I wish it was, like, engraved in there. Milani her up. Let's try a little halo. Okay, definitely needed that gold pop. I like it more. Alright, I think I'm going to need to go do a wing and finish up my face. And then I think everything will come together with lashes and all of that. I'm just not overly thrilled. I thought I'd love this a lot more because I've loved every Violet Voss palette. And it looked really pretty online. And I mean, it does look really pretty, but there just isn't enough of something. Like, it's just missing. There aren't enough transition shades. Like, I know it's only a 20 eyeshadow pan palette, but it's just missing some shades, some essential shades to go with some of these metallics. It's just, I don't know. But I'm going to finish everything up and then I will be back. So I finished up my face and I tried out one new product I think that's it. Well, maybe two actually. First of all are the eyelashes. It's the first time I've tried flutter lashes before, and this is in the style Intoxicating. So it comes in a package that looks like this. And these were like $9.97, essentially 10 bucks or something like that. So very inexpensive compared to like the stereotypical $25 foaming lash, but a little bit more expensive than the typical drugstore lash. So it kind of fell in between, but it does come with very, very cheap packaging compared to the, you know, really good $25 lashes. But these do say that you can get like 10 uses out of them, I think it was, on the website, because I'm not seeing it on here, but I think on the site you could get like 10 uses out of it, which isn't bad at all. And I struggled a little bit putting the left one on today, but I think that's just me, because the right one popped on like no problem. I had to cut quite a bit off of them, but these are a really great affordable lash, and they're so comfortable. It is a black band. I did wrap it around my Tom Ford eye defining pen, which is also what I use to do my wing. And I use this one because it's a fatter surface compared to wrapping around something skinny, so it wouldn't have like too tight of a curve to it. So I did need like a little finessing to get it for the first time really user friendly. But for 10 bucks, I ordered 2 of these styles because I just kind of thought I would fall in love. And then one in the style, these look extra crazy. Premium 168. I don't even know. I don't know. They look like that though. So I ended up getting, I don't even know if I'm going to end up wearing those. These ones look huge. I'm sure there will be a time and a place, or if the makeup look is just such a disaster that I just need nothing but lashes to save the day at the end of the day. But when I got all 3, it was free shipping, and I couldn't find anywhere on the site that said what their shipping policies are. So I don't know if it's just free shipping no matter what if you're within the US. But it was free shipping, so if you get free shipping at 10 bucks for a lash, I think it's worth trying them out. And then my lip combo is Jouer Lip Creme in Cassis for the color. And then what I tried out that I don't think I've tried before, but in this shade anyway, is the MAC Lip Glass in the shade Dreamy for the shine. So this isn't really add much color coverage at all. It just makes it nice and glossy looking. So that's what's on my lips right now. Then I used my Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover Foundation in 1N3 Creamy Vanilla. I said it right. All of this will be listed down below anyway. I used my Urban Decay The Velvetizer Setting Powder. I am obsessed. I used my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Mood Exposure for my blush. Just a plummy tone to go with like the brownish type of look we got going on. I went back to my Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze Tastic. I like this shade a lot more than the Ciate London Palm Island. I was really loving the Ciate London one, but it is a little too orangey for me when I don't have any self-tanner on. See the difference? So I've been using this a couple of days and I'm like, I really need my self-tanner on for this one. This one I don't need self-tanner on for. So I did grab that one. I used my Ardency in Modster pencil, did that click? In black for my waterline and my tight line. And I used my ABH Ultimate Glow Kit. I felt like a nice beaming crazy gold highlight because I just felt like it. So I used Golden Dawn, the shade that I dip into the most in here for this. And then I intensified it with some Milani to make it extra gold. And then did it under my brow bones, just dry. And the inner corners, I used White Sand. And Christy, you were asking me, how do I decide on highlight? It really kind of just goes with how I'm feeling that day. Honestly, if I want more of a beaming highlight or a little bit more of a subdued highlight. And whenever I have a warm tone eye, I want more of a warm tone highlight. So I'll go for something more in the champagne realm or gold realm, depending on what kind of eye look is going on, the level of like how dramatic it is. All that comes into play. If it's an icy, cool tone look, I'll go for an icier highlight. And then if we're mermaid vibing it, that's when I'll play with more of the colored highlights, or going like mermaid, unicorn, fairy, you know, whatever we're playing with like that. So I just try to keep the whole look cohesive. If it's all warm, keep the highlight warm. If the eyeshadow's a cool look, keep the highlight cool. So that's how I go about it, and then I just really grab whatever I'm feeling in the moment. And if I'm like loving the eye look, then I might try to make the highlight a little bit more subdued. If I'm really going for like a dramatic face look, I'll make everything intense. You know, it depends. So I hope that helps. Probably not really. But that's everything that I did, without like all the little nitty details that will be listed down below anyway. So I'm going to zoom you guys in now so we can get going on finishing up the lower lash line. So taking my little itty bitty BH Cosmetics brush, I'm going to start with Bra. I probably can't even say bra. And smoke that beneath the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take Hangry and smoke that beneath the lower lash line. Now taking Boop Bop, I'm going to smoke that beneath the lower lash line. Now taking my pencil brush and chocolate, I'm going to smudge that nice and tight to the lower lash line. Alright, this makeup look is complete. I'm just gonna go get dressed and I will be right back. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope that this was helpful for you guys, and if you weren't able to get your hands on it, I don't even know if it's sold out right now or not, but if you weren't able to, hopefully this kind of eased your minds that it wasn't like, you know, an epic palette that you missed out on. And if you were torn about it and maybe you still want to get it, this helped you sway your decision either way. That's why I got this palette, was just to really review for you guys, along with the fact that now I feel like I'm so committed to the Violet Voss brand because I do love it. I also kind of don't want to miss out on Violet Voss palettes, but at the same time, I probably would not have got this one if it wasn't for you guys. When I did look at the image online, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that one. And at the end of the day, this does come up to over $50 after taxes and shipping. So it is an expensive palette too, for it to not be like a one and done palette. So I think that's kind of a negative too for the price point. I really don't think it's as versatile as it should be. So I don't know, different things to take into consideration, but either way, I really hope that this was helpful. So if it was, please give it a thumbs up, please share it, please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.